It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Lech-Lecha. The question of the week is, how can we experience miracles? So this week's Torah portion, Parsha Lech-Lecha, begins with the command from God to Abraham, Lech-Lecha. Pick yourself up, leave your family, and go to the land that I will direct you to go. So the Rebbe asked a simple question. Abraham, at that moment, was 75 years old. Abraham, up until 75, went through a lot of challenges in life, and he followed God. As the story in Medrash tells us, the way he was thrown into a fiery furnace and nothing happened to him, and many other stories that happened to Abraham. And the question is, why does the Torah wait till he's 75 to tell us a story about him leaving the land? So the Rebbe explains a phenomenal insight as follows. And the Rebbe says all the challenges that Abraham had up until 75, they were challenges. But he was able to intellectually, emotionally, work his way through and transform himself and follow God. And that's great, and that's beautiful. But to be recorded in the Torah as something new and novel, it had to be Lech-Lecha. What does Lech-Lecha demonstrate? Lech-Lecha means leave your comfort zone. God comes to Abraham and says, leave. Here it didn't make sense, and it didn't feel right. But guess what? Abraham didn't ask questions. He picked himself up, and he went and did what God asked him to do. In other words, there's many times when you want to do a mitzvah, or you do a mitzvah, or you want to help somebody, you study Torah, it makes sense, it feels good. So even though you're doing the right thing, you're praying, you're studying, you're doing mitzvot, but it's something that you came to on your own, and something that makes sense to you, and you're inspired to do it, etc. That's wonderful. But then there's times when there's a call to do something. You're not in the mood of doing it, you're not ready to do it, but guess what? That is your Lech-Lecha. And when you pick yourself up and do what you're asked to do, then you have an opportunity like Abraham to reach tremendous heights and to be open to tremendous new areas and new miracles. So in other words, to answer the question, how can we experience miracles in our lives? By not trying to analyze things. It feels good, it doesn't feel good, but doing what's needed and doing what we're told to do. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to the memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information about Chabad, please visit our website.